Fellas, what's going on? It's Tommy Rogerson from Rogerson Fitness here. Today I'm bringing you a back routine, and I haven't actually brought you one for a while, which is good in a way because it means this video will be completely different to my last video with completely new exercises and new sort of mindsets towards training back. You can see on my GYS stringer, which if you didn't watch my last video, I'm pretty much sponsored by them, so head over to gysfitness.com and use Tommy15 as a 15% discount code. Really nice clothes, so treat yourself to that and use the code. And another thing I wanted to touch on is the fact that basically from now on how videos are going to work are every Monday and Friday I post, and every Monday is going to be the main series I'm filming. So right now it's Bulking Chronicles, and then every Friday will be something else. So for example, today it's just normal back routine video, whereas on another day it might be something such as way to bigger triceps and things like that. But I think without further ado, we can get into the routine. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Fellas, we are back to back, and with back we begin with the wide grip pull-ups, which as you see here I do 3 sets of 10, really focusing on leading the motion with the chest on the way up, pushing the chest up and forwards, and really using the rhomboids as well as the latissimus dorsi, and trying to negate the use of the biceps as much as possible. Really making it, a really compound back movement. Anyways, that's sort of the warm-up, and the next thing we move on to is the Pendlay row, one of my personal favourites as of late. So 70 kgs, 4 sets of 9, really trying to focus on the lats this time actually, because the last motion is usually a lat exercise, so you've got to try and get the rhomboids in there, whereas this is mainly a rhomboid exercise, so you've got to try and get the latissimus dorsi in. So we're doing that and trying to keep, the whole point of a Pendlay row as opposed to a normal bent over row is to keep the back as flat as possible. So you may see a little bit of cheating, but hopefully it's not too much. The next thing that I did was the lat cable pullover, 4 sets of 22. I won't state the weight because it's different on every cable machine and it won't really be of any use. Really focus on stretching it out at the top, cutting the blood off for a split second and then squeezing right at the bottom, using the lats to lead the movement rather than the shoulders or triceps, keeping the arms pretty much straight but a firm arm with no bending at the elbow. So that's nice and isolated towards the latissimus. Next thing we do is the seated row. This is an interesting one actually, because if every rep you lean back a bit, not only does that incorporate a bit of the lower back and posterior chain into the motion, getting a bit more overall back and a bit more compound, so getting more testosterone produced throughout the body, but also that changes the angle, so makes the trapezoid slightly more in use. And recently I've pretty much stopped doing shrugs, just because generally I don't have time for them, so this is actually quite good. It's sort of like a slightly upright, equivalent to a slightly upright row. Anyways, 4 sets of 20, I think. It often changes, it depends on the gym and sort of the handle I've got and the weights available or whatever, but you go pretty much as heavy as you can for sort of 17 reps, but then you just do it for 20, just because why not. Really focus on getting that testosterone going. And then finally I moved on to, usually this would be lying on the front of a bench of an inclined sort of 30, maybe 45 degree angle bench, 16 kgs, 4 sets of 16 to 20, depending on how tired I am already. But the bench wasn't available today, so what I did was just bent over dumbbell rows, which is pretty much the same thing, and similar to the seated rows, using the lower back is quite good for getting testosterone in there, using the lower back, because that's supporting the angle rather than the bench. That's one of the things that Arnold used to do. So that's pretty much it. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Please like, comment, share and subscribe.